Hello, my name is Nick Artinger, and welcome to my cybersecurity project number three. We're going to uncover a concealed flag and with penetration testing to exploit vulnerabilities. The project objectives, number one, is to gain access to the Windows system and uncover hidden data, demonstrating the effectiveness of penetration testing techniques. Number two, we're going to identify and access the hoot file, which is a key objective as it contains critical information needed to progress in this challenge. This file is typically hidden within common directories. The third one, we're going to investigate public documents on the compromised system, including searching for hash browns 1.txt and hide.jpg, which may contain additional clues needed to complete the project. So this is our executive summary agenda. The main objective is going to be compromise the Windows machine and retrieve the hidden flag using penetration testing techniques to exploit vulnerabilities and gain access. Under executive summary, we're going to install the Kali Linux and Windows 7 machines. We're going to uncover vulnerabilities, exploit vulnerabilities, and discover the flag. What I found using Nmap and Nmap minus script vuln commands was the SMB v1 vulnerability and Eternal Blue. And under flag content, I used John the Ripper and a hash decoder website to decrypt the hash browns one text, the hoot text, and the hide JPEG. The techniques used was Nmap to find the IP address, and then Metasploit and Meterpreter, along with John the Ripper and hash decoder. Here we have a diagram of the network map with the trusted network, the untrusted network, and the DMZ, Kali Linux, the CEO PC, web server, DNS server. And then one of the first things I had to do was create a quick start name in the network. And I loaded that into the Windows CTF and the Kali CTF. Um, so what I did is I made a quick start name in the NAT network and set the IP address to the 10.0.2.0/24. And I enabled the DHCP on both the Windows and the Kali CTF. As you can see on the left here, we have the Kali one, NAT network quick start. And then over here on the Windows one, we have NAT network with the quick start as well. So what I installed and what I found is I downloaded and installed the Kali CTF on the Windows machine, as I mentioned, and then I performed the Nmap scan to find the target PC, which was the 10.0.3 with open ports. As you can see, the Nmap minus SN scan for the 10.0.2.0/24. I came up with about four different networks. The 2.3 was the most interesting because it had all these open ports down here. As you can see, I highlighted the FTP and the HTTP ones, port 21 and port 80. And then I ran an Nmap vulnerability scan using Nmap minus SN 10.0.2.04/24 to obtain the IP address right here in this screenshot, and then the Nmap minus SV space minus PN, and then 10.0.2.3 to identify the 13 open ports on the Windows CTF machine. And then after that, the Nmap script, minus script vuln 10.0.2.3 to identify two different vulnerabilities on the Windows machine. I ran that right here. And as you can see right here, we have the SS Poodle one, which is the information leak, which is vulnerable. And then we have the, what is that, the MS17-017, the SMB vulnerability. And as you can see right here, here's different CVE numbers that goes the man in the middle attack for this as Poodle. And then the CVE 2017-0143 for the Microsoft SMB v1 server vulnerability for Eternal Blue. And then I'm going to switch over to Kali Linux. This shows you right here. I've already done this, but I just saved it and have it up so I can scroll through it with you. The Nmap scan ran right here. This was the IP address I was looking for. As you can see right here, here's all the open ports. And I scroll down using the script phone on with that IP address. I found the SS Poodle information along with that CVE number right there. Lets me know it's a man in the middle attack. Then I scroll down further. And then here's the SMB MS 17-010 vulnerability with the CVE number 2017-0143. And then I'll skip back to the presentation. And then using Metasploit to search for Eternal Blue, I opened it using the MSF console command. Then I used the search command for Eternal Blue. I selected zero. So as you can see right here, search Eternal Blue. All these different Eternal Blue popped up within the system. I used zero for that command, hit enter, and then command options. I set the rhost to 10.0.2.3. I hit the command options again just to make sure that was correct, and then I ran it to make sure and run the exploit to create a shell backdoor once I gained access. What I found was the Eternal Blue exploits are a security flaw in Microsoft Windows file sharing system known as the Server Message Block SMB protocol. I captured the flag using Meterpreter once I opened that. The directory navigation performed was the cd command, while the direct command was used to list directory contents of the hash browns one text, the hide JPEG, and the hoot text. The navigation I used on the C drive was users slash ninja slash desktop, which was performed to find the hoot file. Then I typed type hoot.txt command was used to display the file's hash. Then I navigated to the C drive again under users slash public slash documents to identify the hash browns one text and hide JPEG files. Then I typed the hash browns one text command, which was used to display the file's hash. And then in these JPEGs, as you can see, everything highlighted in yellow. I found and downloaded the hoot.txt, as you can see under the users Ninja desktop with the root flag and the hash. Same thing for the hash browns. I found under users public and then documents with the hash. And then the hide JPEG was under users public and documents. And then the hash file is decrypted and the JPEG found. Below you can see right here in the Kali files, there's three files selected here in purple. They're downloaded by Meterpreter. You have the hashbrowns1.txt, the hide JPEG, and the hoot text. Up here on the top right, you can see the hashes for the hoot.txt. Here we have the hashbrowns1.txt. And then I found the hide JPEG, which is a picture of Batman. Now we're going to switch back to Kali. And on the right side here, like I said, I already saved it, so I'll scroll through it with you so that way it saves time. MSF console, we run through it, capture the flag appropriate for this project. So search Eternal Blue. Eternal Blue came up. I'm going to type in use zero right here. I hit my options. No rhost was in the current settings. So when I scroll down, I set the rhost to 10.0.2.3. Then I hit my options again and ran that command. And now you can see that there's the rhost is the 10.0.2.3. And then I hit the run command. And as you can see, it loads, goes down for a while. And then right here, Meterpreter session one opened. So once Meterpreter opened, I typed in PWD, and then to get into the Windows system, CD space / and then dir directory. So that way we could see all the different, everything that's on here. I wanted to go with the CD users, and then I typed in directory so we could see some more stuff of what's going on. And then I noticed I'm going to use the public file, so I went CD space public, typed in directory after that. And then I wanted to check out the documents. So I typed in CD space documents, hit the directory command on that. And as you can see right here, I found the hash browns one.txt, and then below that, there's the hide.jpg. And so once I found those, I typed in download hash browns one.txt. It downloaded it. And then right after, download hide.jpg, downloaded it. And then I knew I had one more to go. I typed in cd space forward slash, then the directory. So I want to go back to users, typed in cd space users command, then the directory command like we've been doing. Then I noticed that the profile on the Windows CTF is Ninja. So cd space Ninja, typed in the directory. All this came up. And then I wanted to go to CD to the desktop because that was one of the hints in the directions, typed in the directory. And then what I found on the desktop, hoot.txt right there. And so then I downloaded hoot.txt, shows up right here, what I downloaded. And then I go to the Kali files that I downloaded. As you can see, hash browns one.txt. There's the hash file right there. And the hoot. Here's the hash file within these lines right here, highlighted in the blue with the zero as well. And then here's the hide.jpg, which is a picture of Batman. Okay. I used the website I used was CrackStation to crack the hashes on there. I circled it in purple, but I also wrote it up here so you can see where the hoot text was under users, Ninja, and then desktop, and then the root flag, so it's a lot easier to read. The type of hash it was SHA-1, and then the password that resulted after I typed it in and hit enter was root123. And then for the hash browns one text, it was found under users, public, and documents. And then here's the hash right there that I typed in right here. The type of hash was SHA-1, and then the password was juice. So the conclusion and techniques used. The conclusion was multiple penetration testing techniques were used to compromise the Windows system and recover the hidden flag, including exploitation of known vulnerabilities like Eternal Blue and structured navigation through the command line and PowerShell. The techniques used, like I've demonstrated, was I created the NAT network and named Quick Start in both the Kali and the Windows CTFs. I imported those into both and enabled the DHCPs. I obtained the IP address for the Windows CTF machine. I identified the vulnerabilities, and then I exploited those vulnerabilities, which were the Microsoft SMBv1 server and the SS Poodle. Then I navigated through those directories and captured the flag, which was the hoot.txt, the hashbrowns1.txt, and the hide.jpg. The decrypted SHA hashes were done using John the Ripper and the CrackStation website. And that's the conclusion of my presentation. And thank you for your time.